have curated the perfect 10 days itinerary that you can follow for your trip in this beautiful island of Bali. If you're new to my channel, hi guys, my name is Dian. I have the pleasure to discover every single corner of this beautiful island for a total of 2 years. I'm so excited to share this itinerary with you because it covers all the updated experience that you can do here in Bali in 2024. I'll be covering a different parts of Bali so you can enjoy it to the fullest. First thing first, you will arrive at Ngurah Rai International Airport in Denpasar. Indonesia offers visa exemption to a lot of countries, which means you can enter Bali without visa and you can stay here for a total of 30 days. But if the country where you're from requires you to get a visa on arrival here in Bali, it's also very convenient. You can get it directly from the airport. It costs 500,000 Indonesian rupiah. One of the biggest tips that I can give you guys is before you landed in Indonesia, make sure to install an app like Gojek and Grab. Those are the main applications we use for transportation here in Bali. When you got out from the arrival gate, you'll see a lot of taxi driver, and be careful with the taxi driver scam, which is why I recommend to book your transportation from those two apps. Around 5 minutes walk out from the arrival gate, you'll see a Grab station or a Gojek station. Once you give them your booking number, they will guide you to your driver. Another thing that I would recommend is to get a local SIM card. I know mostly people will say to not get a SIM card at the airport, but in this case, I do highly recommend for you to get a SIM card at the airport. If you're gonna go with Gojek or Grab, it will save you a lot of time and headache. Not every SIM card provider here is available for foreigners, so you want to make sure that you get it from a reliable kiosk at the airport. So from the airport, the first stop is Canggu. Depending on which area you're staying at in Canggu, you're probably gonna reach there around 45 to 50 minutes by car. Canggu is definitely the #1 upcoming place in Bali because everyone goes to Canggu nowadays. It has a lot of beach clubs, gym, restaurants, cafes that you can explore. This is also the place where most digital nomad and expats stays in. It is definitely very crowded in Canggu, but it's totally worth checking out because in Canggu you can enjoy a lot of amazing restaurants, you can try out different foods, go shopping, and there's some beautiful beach club that you don't want to miss in Canggu. So the main area you want to stay in when you're in Canggu is Batu Bolong area, Berawa, or Pereranan. When you book your accommodation in this area, you practically can just walk to the nearby restaurant, cafes to explore around. If you need to use the transportation, avoid using car because the road in Canggu is very narrow and most likely you're gonna be stuck in traffic. Which is why the app Gojek and Grab will come very handy here because you can book your bike ride throughout those apps. You definitely want to check out the cafe and restaurant around where you're staying. I would highly recommend to look into Batu Bolong and Berawa area for brunch or cafe. Some of my recommendations are Nude in Bali, Avocado Factory, The Neighborhood, and Mr. Sista. But mostly you can't go wrong with the cafe here in Canggu. While Batu Bolong and Berawa is perfect for brunch spot, Pereranan area has a lot of good restaurants that you can check out for dinner. I would highly recommend to check out mostly Woods and Shelter in Pereranan. The next morning, go to Time Beach Warung to enjoy a cup of coffee or breakfast next to the beach. Here you can also book a surfing class. So if you're a beginner in surfing or you haven't tried surfing yet, I do highly recommend to hire a surf guide, and basically they will teach you how to surf for an hour. The surf lesson here costs around 300k IDR for the surf lesson and the surfboard. If you already know how to surf by yourself, you can also rent the surfboard for around 50,000 IDR. After that, you can continue by shopping in this area. There's a lot of amazing boutique in Canggu. I would highly recommend not to pack a lot for your trip in Bali because most likely you'll be shopping here. You can check out some of the boutique or also the market here in Canggu. Beside of clothing, they also sell a lot of accessories and also souvenir. After shopping, you want to do yourself a favor and book yourself a spa or a massage in Canggu. Canggu has a lot of amazing spa and massage place, but one of my recommendation is Amaline Spa and Beauty. They have an amazing view, so you can do the massage next to the rice field. To wrap up your day in Canggu, you can go to La Brisa for sunset. There are also some local warung where you can go for coconut or some meals. So one of my favorite thing to do here in Canggu is obviously to catch the sunset. And I'm actually at one of the sunset bar here. It's called Sandy Feet Sandbar. So basically you can order coconut and just enjoy the sunset. It looks amazing. It's less busy than Batu Bolong area and it's just like a couple minutes walk away. But let me show you the sunset. On day 3, we're moving from Canggu to Ubud. It takes around an hour and a half from Canggu to Ubud by car. You can start by going to the north of Ubud to check out the Tegalalang rice field. Some of the activity that's very popular here in Ubud is the Bali swing and also trying luwak coffee. From the rice field, you can go to the monkey forest. You've probably heard a lot about the monkey here stealing people's stuff, so you definitely want to be more careful when you go to the monkey forest. But just make sure that you put your accessories like your earring, necklace, your phone in your bags and you should be okay. While you are here, you can ask the local guide to help you take a selfie with the monkey, like this one. And then from the monkey forest, you can go to check out the Ubud art market. Here you can find a lot of local made souvenirs and it's also a great way to support the local business. For dinner, I would highly recommend to go to Gajah Putih. This is an upcoming theater performance dinner. So basically, you will enjoy your 11-course dinner with some performance, and each performance represents a certain area from Bali. For day 4, you can start the day by visiting Tirta Empul Water Purification Temple in Ubud. This is where you can join Malukat or the water purification ceremony that is a cleansing ritual of the mind, body, and spirit using water practiced here in Bali. You don't have to be spiritual to join this ceremony. They open for foreigners, so I think this is also like one of the unique way for you to experience the Balinese culture. After that, you can grab lunch at Warung Bernadette. This place has amazing Indonesian food. When you're there, don't forget to try their bakso, their rendang, and I also really love their gado-gado. After lunch, you can continue your day by exploring some waterfall in Ubud area. Some of my recommendations are Nunung Waterfall and Tibumana Waterfall. On day 5, you're gonna wake up really early. Not even early, you're gonna wake up in the middle of the night because it's time to do the sunrise hike in Mount Batur. You probably have to wake up around 1 or 2 a.m. in the morning because your guide will come to pick you up in Ubud around that time. And you'll start hiking around 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning, and usually it's still dark, but don't worry because usually the guide will give you a flashlight and also a trekking pole. The duration for this hike take around 2 to 3 hours. When you reach the top of the mountain, usually you can have breakfast there while enjoying the sunrise view. This is definitely once in a lifetime experience and I do highly recommend for you to try this out for your trip in Bali. But also make sure you check the weather report before that. Went there one time and it was like pouring rain. I still had a really good time with my friends, but the rain itself makes it harder to hike. On the way back, you can also make a stop at one of the cafe in Kintamani. Most of the cafe here has an amazing view of the volcano mountain. Also, Kintamani is slightly colder, so you want to pack your jacket or a cover up. After this, you're probably exhausted, so you can ask the driver to drive you back to the hotel and just relax. On day 6, we're taking the trip to Sidemen. If you want to enjoy Bali's nature, then this is the place. I recommend to rent a scooter there and just driving around is very therapeutic. While you're in Sidemen, try enjoy the silver jewelry making class. This is when you can make your own silver ring from scratch. So you start by melting the silver, shaping it, making it turned into a ring or a necklace or an earring. It is definitely so fun to try and you'll get to bring back whatever it is that you made. The duration for the workshop is around 2 hours and it costs around 300,000 IDR per person. And of course, you want to stay in a bamboo hotel or bamboo house here in Sidemen. I stayed in Kamaya, Bali when I was in Sidemen, and most of the bamboo Airbnb or hotel here, they also offer the flower bath. So you can enjoy the flower bath and spend the day chilling at the hotel. Before leaving Sidemen, you should check out Gembleng Waterfall. This is an epic waterfall with an amazing view from the top. Okay, you can see a lot of people are lining here. I'm gonna show you. A little tips, you want to avoid the crowd. So we are going to a place where there's not a lot of people and you don't have to queue. Got your perfect privacy. From Sidemen, you can head to Kusamba Port where you can go to Nusa Penida. Most of the boat here operates from 6:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. The ticket to Nusa Penida usually costs around $7 to $9 per person, and it takes around 20 minutes to get to Nusa Penida. Nusa Penida is also one of the famous islands here in Indonesia because it has Kelingking Beach. You've probably have seen this beach all over Instagram or YouTube. It is super famous, and to be honest, it also worth the hype. It can be really crowded in this island, which is why I would highly recommend to stay for at least 2 days in this island. You need to visit Diamond Beach, Angel Bilabong, and they also have this one tree house, which I'm gonna insert the location here. The other thing that you can do in Nusa Penida is go to the Manta Point where you can do snorkeling, and if you're lucky, you can see the manta rays. So you'll be spending your 7 and 8 day in Nusa Penida. On day 9, you can take a ferry back to Bali and head to Uluwatu for surfing or laid-back beautiful beaches. From Uluwatu, it's also really convenient to go to the airport, so this is the best spot to end your Bali trip. While you're in Uluwatu, you can spend a day chilling at Suluban Beach or head to Uluwatu Temple. This is where you can watch the traditional Kecak dance. To watch the Kecak dance in Uluwatu Temple, it costs around $10 per person. On your last day, enjoy a slow morning in Uluwatu. You can grab brunch at some of my favorite restaurant and cafe in Uluwatu. You should check out Suka Espresso or the bakery. And just take it slow before you head to the airport and end your Bali trip. So that's it, the full itinerary for 10 days to spend in Bali. I hope you guys find this video helpful while planning your trip to Bali. And if you have any question, feel free to reach out to me or comment in the comment section down below. But that's it for this video, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye guys!